Good morning, everyone. Greetings from the Institute of Global Professional IGP Bangladesh. Greetings from the Institute of Global Professional IGP Bangladesh. Thank you all for joining us and staying with us to the end. Honorable Knowledge Seeker, today I am your host for the morning. My name is Yani Sakta Chaudhary and I am from Bangladesh. Dear Knowledge Seeker, I am proud to be associated with IGP as a global member. IGP is social and ISO certified international training institute. In 3 years, we already served 3 million knowledge seekers from 100 plus countries. IGP is internationally recognized and globally accredited. We are connected to more than 250 plus professions and 4,500 plus organizations. IGP and ISO 9001 2015 and 10002 2018 is the training faculty for skill development, which was founded in 2020 and is generating competent candidates to meet demand in the global labor market by providing professional qualifications. The Institute of Global Professional is an educational institute that provides social work globally recognized and reputable. We serve students and country resource providing holistic social work and education, and we believe that it is not effective to increase one's skill just by acquiring formal education. So we provide effective training and consultation to generate proficient generation all over the world. We distribute our services locally, nationally, and internationally to students, job seekers, job holders, and also for learners to respective campus location and distance learning platforms. We are an occupational and dependable institution. IGP is one of the famous online institutes from all over the world. Our vision is education is not a business product, it's a part of our human rights. Based on our vision, and we are trying to reach all corners of the world for free webinars, seminars, courses, awards, quiz competition, mentoring, and counseling years. On the other side, we are also trying to serve more than 100 premium services for free like create own portfolio website, resume builder, cover letter, and motivation letter. We have to empower youth to learn to meet their expectation and dreams and become highly skilled people. We implement several training programs, webinar and offline online courses for youth and learners by professional trainers, speakers and coaches. Our sessions are conducted by globally renowned professionals to develop all kinds of youth and to promote their education of their abilities and personalities. To ensure excellent in-depth instruction, we arrange with qualified trainers, speakers, and instructors. We extend free services to more than 3 million knowledge seekers in the last 2 years. We have affiliation with universities and organizations in 70 different countries. Virtual more signing with many colleges and organizations have been accomplished. We are working to create a legendary generation of future scholars and citizens who will be accountable. We are constantly prepared to assist all knowledge seekers with valuable service. Spreading knowledge is crucial for the Institute of Global Professional. We believe that knowledge is love, light, and vision, so we try to understand the needs of today's generation. We serve them with good research and practice methods. We must have a genuine concern for the learners. We represent more diversity, growth, and innovation are required to lead the session with professionalism, passion, and integrity. IGP members are committed to offering effective best quality service and continual improvement so that individuals who seek information can improve their skill levels and value. Before we move to the next, let me remind you don't forget to share, tag, and mention your friends in the comment box. Thank you. Your support is very valuable to us. Moving to the next, with your continuous support, we already completed 1,314 webinars successfully. Oh, moving to the next, with your continuous support, we already completed 1,314 webinars successfully. At present, now we are going to start our 314 and our program name is Presentation Skill. And today we have our speaker and our speaker name is Jospin Tolentino. He is a technology and livelihood education teacher, TLE, from Dollars National High School, organization coordinator, and Association of State Zone Bani. Before I hand over the stage to Let's welcome our ma'am. Uh,
Hello, ma'am.
how are you, ma'am?
I'm fine.
Ma'am, please give some description about yourself. Then let's start.
Okay. Hello, and thank you so much for the introduction. And thank you for this opportunity to speak again with the Institute of Global Professionals, or IGP. Once again, I will be your speaker for today. I am Josephine Tolentino, and I'm speaking again live here in the municipality of Magalang, province of Pampanga in the Philippines. Before I start, allow me to greet my fellow professionals and our dear audience. A very pleasant day, good afternoon, good morning, and good evening. I am currently teaching at Dolores National High School, and I am handling technology and livelihood education, or TLE. In grade 8, I'm teaching dressmaking as the exploratory, and in grade 10, animal production. And I am a coordinator, organist, and then choir trainer of the Association of St. John Mary Vianney. So today I am glad to share with you here the presentation of my topic. But before that, let me give you the this introduction. So this will be the title of my presentation. The title is Presentation Skills. So let us have an introduction. What do you perceive in this picture, or what do you see in this picture? You can write your answer in our comment box. Thank you. What are these pictures all about? So the pictures are all about presentations. There is one man standing in front, and while the audience are listening. So for today, we have an interesting topic. This is all about presentation skills. So as we move on, let us have first our objectives. So at the end of the lesson, the audience are expected to develop the skills to communicate clearly, effectively, and confidently with the range of audiences in a range of different contexts to improve the research and design skills and strengthen the delivery techniques. To enhance the use of different support, electronic, and other visual tools to reinforce our performance skills, the verbal and then non-verbal, to increase the confidence level in interacting with audience and control the nervousness, to promote critical and reflective thinking by dealing with feedback on your presentation skills. So for our key points, we have the three types of presentations: preparation, structure, introduction, the main presentation, conclusion, timing, delivery, form of language, environment, visual aids or the material for distribution, and then we have the verbal, which include here the voice, intonation, appropriate language. The nonverbal, such as the eye contact, body language, and hand gestures. Interacting with audience and managing questions. Handling nerves and feedback. So what is presentation? Let us start with the defining what is presentation all about. So when we say presentation, a presentation is a means of communication which can be adapted to various speaking situations, such as talking to a group, addressing a meeting, or briefing a team. Definitely, when we say communication, somebody speaks and then the rest are listening. So it can be talking to a small group or big group or large group and then addressing a meeting or briefing a team. So this is what we do in presentation. Another meaning of presentation, a structured, prepared, and speech-based means of communicating information or ideas to a group of interested people in order to inform or persuade. So definitely, when we present, we need to prepare. So it is a kind of speech-based wherein in order for us to convey our message, the information, it's either to a group of interested people or sometimes we give information or we inform and we persuade them. We try to convince them. So that is another definition of presentation. And also, we have the three types of presentation. So we can identify them as one, information giving. So if you can see here, so there is the man or the teacher in front, and then there are the students, of course. So this is predominantly descriptive or giving or summarizing information. So as teachers, we may be asked to do this part as a mini teaching session, just like when we are having our LAC session in the school, sharing theoretical or factual information. Here is the point, is to say what you understood and how you extracted the main facts from your reading and to relay this to group. You will need to make decisions about what information to include. Okay, and then next, the discursive. Here you will need to debate the strengths and limitations of an approach or development and argument, exploring and weighing up different perspectives, challenging your audience to accept a different point of view. Where do we usually do this discursive? During the debate. So in the debate, we show the pros and cons. And of course, we explore and weigh up different perspectives. How about in the school? Do we do this discursive? That's discursive happens in the school. You can write your answer when or how it is being done. And then for the third one, this is very well known, demonstrative. This type of presentation tends to be used in the context of training. For example, when demonstrating your ability to illustrate your understanding of a technique or teaching a practical skills to others, according to Craig C. in 2009. So as teachers, like now we are having our classroom observation, that is demonstrative. We are presenting the context. We are presenting the skills. How do we understand the technique, and then teaching practical skills to others or to our students. And then of course during the demonstration, our department head is there observing us. So these are the three types of presentation. So we can now identify which one of this presentation is most commonly used in our everyday life or profession. Definitely, we use all of them. Here in the information giving, it is during the time that we are teaching. It is not only to our teacher, through our co-teachers or fellow teachers, but also, especially to our student. We give them the information whenever we stand in front, whenever we teach them, we give them the information. And of course, the discursive, this one, when we want something, of course, we need to have a exploring and weighing up different perspectives. So sometimes there is what we call the voting session. Who wants this? Who is in favor of this person? Who's not? Or what we call survey. And then for the demonstrative, we try to show our skills, our how do we understand our knowledge. So, have you asked why presentation skills in training? Why presentation skills training? What do you think? So, written here to properly structure your presentation. Of course, the most important when we stand in front, if we are the teacher, is our presentation. That's why we don't need just to stand, but we need to have our what we call skills. How do we present? Have you ever asked why presentation skills? So when you say presentation skills, training can individuals to help become aware of their body language, understand their audience, and deliver an engaging message which people can connect. So definitely, to become aware of our body language, when we are standing in front, we do not just stand there because our body movements is being seen. Like now, what I am doing, my body language here is my eyes, my hands are being seen by everybody. That's why we need to study those, we need to train. And then, of course, we need to understand our audience. How can we understand our audience? Of course, when we deliver our message, we need to be engaged with these people. Like now, I hope I can deliver my message to all of you who are connected in this program. Okay, thank you very much. To overcome nervousness. To overcome nervousness, so another thing, presentation skills, I will still in this part. I am still in this part to properly structure your presentation. So presentation skills help create innovative ideas when students come up with creating and interesting slides to illustrate their talks. The use of presentation aids makes for much more interesting talk like what we are doing now. And creations such as aids can help develop students' confidence. So of course, we need to help our students to have to or to create innovative ideas. In order for the topic will become more interested. So I hope you are interested in this topic because this is very useful in our everyday life, especially we are teachers. Our professions is not just to stand in front of the classroom, but of course we are always dealing with everybody. Okay, so how presentation skills are important in communication. So presentation skills are important, of course, when we communicate effectively in the workplace. We need to be able to present our information clearly. When we say clearly, presentation skills doesn't just knowing how to put a good set of PowerPoint slides together. It means engaging and connecting with an audience to get your message across. So I hope it's not only the presentation of it's not only my presentation. Also, you will be engaged. You can connect with what I want to convey to you and to get the message. I hope you understand. What we are discussing now is all about presentation skills. Next, to overcome nervousness. Okay, so as a teacher, do we really have overcome our nervousness? You can write your answer yes or no. Even we are already teaching, we are already speaking in front, still nervousness comes to us. Why? So we will all experience some level of anxious feelings, fear, and nervousness in our daily lives. Is this true? It's a pretty much a fact of life. However, these feelings can make us uncomfortable, correct? Especially when we experience physical symptoms like sweating, like now I feel I'm sweating, feeling sick, blushing, and a racing heart. Have you experienced all that? Especially during the classroom observation. This comes naturally. But of course, we have a technique for that one. Even though this is a full-on anxiety attack or episode, feeling nervous and fearful is not very nice, and physical symptoms can make us feel uneasy, unwell, or embarrassed. If you experience any of this, do not worry. There are ways to manage it. Okay? The first one is to tell yourself you're excited. How? Say to yourself, I am excited about giving this presentation, having this difficult conversation, meeting my targets. This trick from cognitive behavioral therapy will flip the switch and can take us from fear and anxiety to being alert and ready. So you have to tell yourself that you are excited. Second, what will you do? Focus, focus, focus. Concentrating on something else and studying it in detail is a useful tool to help us shift our focus away from the thing that is making us nervous or anxious. Whether you concentrate on a picture, the wall, or an animal, or a car, focusing on something else when we feel anxious or nervous can help us down and stop us being distracted. Next, so to overcome nervousness, as easy as a walk in the park, surrounding yourself with nature, of course, can calm your thoughts and relieve some feelings of anxiety. If you can go and walk around for a while in the park, by the sea, or even around the block, you will naturally relax as you exercise and your body releases endorphins. Do you do this one? You go for a while to walk in the park just to be relaxed. So we already 3 ways on how to overcome nervousness. Fourth one, record your mood. This is a great way of identifying what issues or situations making you. So once you know what they are, you can work out how them address them. You can also check your mood using like this tool. Okay, you have to study, identify what issues or situation are making you feel nervous. Next, another thing, to develop powerful body language. What are body language? What are the different body language that are common to us? So the effective use of body language plays a key role in communication. To boost confidence, assume a power pause, and then to increase participation, like you're listening. What do we mean when we say boost your confidence? Assume a power pose. So research at Harvard and Columbia Business School shows that simply holding your body in expansive high power poses or leaning back with the hands behind the feet up on a desk or standing with legs and arms is stretched wide open for as little as 2 minutes stimulates higher legs of testosterone. Try this when you're feeling tentative but want to appear confident. In addition to causing hormonal shift in both males and females, these poses lead to increased feelings of power and a higher tolerance for risks. So to increase participation also, um, you use when we develop our body language in it increase participation like look like you're listening. If you want the people to speak up, don't multitask while they do, or you just have to learn to listen to them. Avoid the temptation to check your messages, text messages, check your watch, or check out how the other participants are reacting. Instead, focus on the people or the person who is speaking by turning your head. Of course, you have to look at the person and torso face them directly and by making eye contact. Leaning forward, nodding, and tilting your head are other ways of non-verbal ways to show you're engaged and understand and paying attention. So, it's important to hear people. It's just as important to make sure they know that sure they know you are listening. So those are one ways of what we call the powerful body language. To encourage another one, to encourage collaboration, remove barriers. And then people with their hands held at waist level are more comfortable than those with hands chest high. And then the other one, to connect instantly with someone, shake hands. So what is the most primitive and powerful cue? It is by touch. Touching someone on the arm, hand, or shoulder for as little as 1/40 of a second creates a human bond. But since we've been in the pandemic, we do not need to touch our audience. We just maybe nod our head or our elbow, maybe. In the workplace, physical touch and warmth are established with the handshaking tradition. So before this was before the pandemic, the pre-pandemic, and this tactile contact makes a lasting and positive impression. Although to me, it is very effective. If I will see my audience, I will going to shake hands with them. That's fine. It is more very effective, but not now because we need to make ourselves safe. We need to be safe. A study on the handshake by the Income Center for Trade shows that people are 2 times more likely to remember. This is correct if you shake hands with them. Meaning, I most remember those people who shake hands with me if I will see them and they will meet me. And then another one, to stimulate good feelings, we need to smile. Do you smile during your presentation? During our classroom observation? A smile is very important. A genuine smiles not only stimulates your own sense of well-being, it also tells us, those around you, that you are approachable, cooperative, and trustworthy. A genuine smile comes on slowly, crinkles the eyes, lights up the face, and fades away slowly. Most importantly, smiling directly influences how other people respond to you. So when they smile too, meaning they are responding. When you smile at someone, they almost smiles in return, of course. And because facial expression trigger corresponding feelings, the smile you get back actually changes the person's emotional state in a positive way. This is how smiles can do, because most often we are being judged by people if we have a serious face that we do not even smile, paint a smile in our cheeks. Now, in order to be effective or to become, to have good feelings and make yourself, own self, a well-being, we need to put smile in our, during the presentation. This will enable to feel that the audience will be more, and then they will think that you are more approachable, cooperative, and trustworthy. So the audience here now will be more become, will not be what we call afraid in asking questions, because they see smiles in your face. Okay? So to show agreement, mirror expressions and postures. When clients or business colleagues unconsciously imitate your body language, it's their way of non-verbally saying that they like or agree with you. Is this correct? Yes, of course. When you mirror other people or you see people with intent, it can be an important part of building rapport and nurturing feelings of mutuality. So mirroring, you see people by observing a person's facial and body gestures, and then letting your body take on similar expressions and postures. Of course, if you see your audience is smiling at you, and then because they see you smiling too, that is their, what we call their body gesture or reply to you, that they agree with what you are saying, with what you are doing in front, that they are connected with what you are saying. So doing so will make the other persons feel understood and accepted. Now, to improve your speech, this is still under body language. To improve your speech, use your hands. So this, we have our hands. So brain imaging has shown that a region called Broca's area, which is important for speech production, is active not only when we are talking, but when we wave our hands like this. Also when we wave our hands, very effective. Since gesture is integrally linked to speech, gesturing as we talk can actually power up our thinking. Whenever I encourage executive and others to incorporate gestures into their delivery, meaning whenever we talk, we can use our hands to deliver our presentation. To learn the truth, watch people's feet. So this is another body language. When people try to control their body language, they focus primarily on facial expressions, body postures, and hand-arm gestures. Since the legs and feet are left unrehearsed, they are also tell where the truth can almost be found. Under stress, people will often display nervousness and anxiety through increased foot movements. Feet will fidget, shuffle, and wind around each other or around the furniture. So these are some signs or different ways on how we can see or watch people's feet to know if they are really listening, or they feel nervous, or they are not connected, or they are boring. And then to sound authoritative, keep your voice down. So before a speech or important telephone call, what do? We need to allow our voice to relax into its optimal pitch. Of course, before we answer our telephone call, we need to breathe first, and then that is the time for us. Allow our voice to relax. And then I am keeping your lips together and make the sounds and if you are female, watch that your voice doesn't rise at the end of the sentence as if you were asking or seeking for approval. Instead, when stating your opinion, use the authoritative act in which your voice starts on one note, rises to pitch through the sentence, and drop down back at the end. But this depends upon your place, because sometimes we misinterpret people who are talking. We think that they are fighting because they have a loud voice. But there are people who talks as if, even though they are already shouting, still they have a lower voice. So the voice intonation is also very important. In order for us to improve our memory, we need to uncross our arms and legs, because the opposite of this one, when we see people while they are listening, they feel nervous, they put across their feet. But in order to improve our memory, we need to uncross our legs and arms. So body language researchers Alan and Barbara Pease report a fascinating finding from their studies. When a group of volunteers attended the lecture and sat with unfolded arms and legs, they remembered 38% more than a group then attended the same lecture and sat folded arms and legs. So therefore, when we unfold our legs, we can remember 38% than when we put our legs folded. To improve our retention, uncross our arms and legs. So if you see your audience exhibiting defensive body language, change tactics, take a break, or get them to move, and then don't try to persuade them until their bodies open up. So we still have to deliver presentation. What does deliver presentation means? So delivery refers to the way in which you actually deliver or perform, or you give your presentation like this, like what I am doing now. I am delivering my presentation. Delivery is a vital aspect of all presentations. Delivery is at least important as content, especially in a multicultural content. But what is the importance of delivering presentation? The importance is that, or making a presentation puts you on a public display. Everybody sees me. Everybody will see this presentation in a long period. Of course, it will stay in the net. An audience not only listens to your ideas, it also responds to the way you use your voice and your body. Of course, I know you are replying to my questions because you are putting your messages, your answers in our comment box. You need more than a well-written presentation to make an impact. You will also need to deliver it in a lively, flexible, and interesting way. So I do not know if this presentation is really written well, because I have lots of ideas, and then I know I am delivering it in a live way, because it is at present and flexible and interesting way, because this one will be a what we call useful to our everyday life. Maybe one day you will be a speaker in your place. So what are the characteristics of a good presentation? So we are still under presentation. With all of these minds, here are the 6 elements. We have a 6 elements. Of course, when we present, we need to have objective. And then of course, it's useful to your audience. The topic that you will going to present will be a useful to your audience. Is this useful? Yes or no? You can write your answer on our comment box. It's well rehearsed. It's up to you. Your presentation decks uses a little text as possible, of course. But since I have many topics, so I just put it this way. Okay? Your contact information is clearly featured. Of course, you will see my information there in front. The flyer, you can see my face there, and then the topic, of course. It includes a call to action. So the next one, to learn what not to do during presentation. Are there things that we need not to do during our presentation? So what makes a what not to say during presentation? So first, what not to say during a presentation? The word like this. Avoid filler words including you know, and like like this and like that, like this. So using these words too often takes away from the effectiveness and eloquence your presentation. They are also distracting and make you sound unsure. So meaning if we are using the word you know, like this, they will cause distracting and make you sound unsure about what you are going to say next. Try pausing if you have to think the right word, of course. So like, see, to learn what not to do during presentation. So we need to avoid those words that will make a distraction and make us sound that we are not sure of what we are saying. And then, what makes a good presentation and what to avoid? So, show your passion and connect with your audience. Of course, we do not just deliver our message, our communication, but we need to show passion, our love to what we are saying. Because we do not just say, because we are conveying our messages, showing that we are very sincere enough to what we are saying. And connect with your audience. Give them activity. So after this, see, I already mentioned that after this presentation, we will have our activities. Or try to connect with them. Give them the activities. You ask questions like this one. You can drop your answer in our comment box. And then focus on your audience needs. You just need to check what audience, what are the age of your audience. Let's say teachers. If we are teaching grade 1, we will not going to make our lesson, we will not going to teach them the higher level. Of course, that depends upon what age do they have. Right? Keep it smile. Keep it simple, I mean. Concentrate on your core message. Do not make your messages too high. You have to lower, or what level are them? It must be according to their level of understanding, of course. Smile and make eye contact with your audience. And when you talk, we need to talk gazing at our audience. This one can be rehearsed in front of the mirror. Talk to yourself as if you are talking to your audience, right? Have you done that? So that when the time that you are already presenting, you really deliver and then mastered your topic well. And then start strongly. When you start strongly, of course, there is what we call the introduction, body, and then the conclusion. In the introduction, you have to put something, or let's say a quotation according to. So that means from the start, you have a strong presentation. And of course, to design, use visual aids effectively. Why do we need to use visual aids effectively? Why do we need visual aids? Do we need them like this one? Visual aids must be clearly, concise, and high quality. Use graphs and charts to present data. The audience should not trying to read and listen at the same time. Like now, I am reading. Use visual aids to highlight your points. Of course, one message per visual aids. For example, on a slide, there should only be one key point, like this one. So, although the topic are too long for you, and then I only have one key point. Why? Presentation skills training. So, I already use my own presentation as the example. If you use more pictures and diagrams than text, you will possibly help the audience to understand better. Am I right? What you are saying. This is because after 3 days, an audience will have a retain 7% of what they said. They read like bullet points or other notes on the screen. But 55% of what they saw pictorially, charts, pictures, diagrams. And then also, it helps audience understand the presentation once that you have a visual aids or the material for distribution, or clarify the meaning, and then emphasize the different parts of the presentation. Visual aids reinforce what you say. Take the pressure off the speaker. So this is very nice. For a brief while all eyes are on the something else for a moment, this is a good thing. People tend to look at the picture or the visual aid rather at you. Correct. It helps you when you are nervous. When you think about what makes presentation effective, it will be more convenient to understand how you can use images and communicates more clearly. What do you see in this picture? So again, I am showing you this picture. The students are inside the classroom, and then as if they are thinking on something, and then inside the classroom there is the teacher. This is during the presentation of their teacher. What do you think they are in this position? Because they feel bored, or they feel bored. Why? So, do you feel bored during the presentation? How about our students? Do they feel bored about our presentation whenever they are inside the classroom? What do you think are the reason? The causes. So, there are causes of common ineffective presentation. 1, failure to motivate the audience or your student. Why is it important to motivate your audience? What is motivation means? You try to encourage them to get their attention. Why do you have to feel that you have a failure for this one? So, some reasons, maybe, there is what we call, you did not include your audience, or you talk and talk until they felt bored. And then for the confusing structure, what are confusing in structure? What are structures in the presentation? So of course we have the three parts of the presentation. We have introduction, detail the purpose, and structure of the talk, a body covering the main points, and a conclusion summarizing and highlights. So these are the three structures of the presentation. Are they in order for the listener that it will not be effective for them? So the presentation becomes ineffective. So when we talk of the excessive details, when we are the speaker, when we are discussing on something, do not put so many details. Although we have lots, you have to be particular. And then poorly designed slides. Of course, like this one, I do not say that this is a poorly designed slides. So maybe we need to check our slides, not knowing how to use delivery technologies, or not being prepared for the technology available. Like what we've done before, when the first time that we are using this kind of technology, we are very nervous. We feel very nervous. We don't want to touch the buttons, and then because there might be there will be something wrong, that everything will change. So those are some of the poor cause of ineffective presentation. So now, what are the signs to detect that audience is not listening? Like now, will I ask, are you still listening? Yes or no? So what are the signs to detect that audience are not listening? 1. Start to look down. Okay? Next, yawn, fidget, sigh heavily, whisper. They will whisper to their seatmate, or tap their feet, touch or rub hair, the face, hand, or hair. Have you encountered all of these signs? So, how about you during your seminars? When you attend some seminars, have you shown? Even in our webinar, we are doing this one. Okay? Especially if you will get bored or tired while looking in front of the screen. Okay. So there are steps to make an effective preparation. When you say preparation, that's before you start on the preparation, answer the following questions. What is the main aim or objective? What message you want to deliver to the audience in the time limit set? Although here we have time limit set, we can put some only key points. What is the current knowledge of the level of the audience, and what new knowledge or awareness do you want the audience to have gained from your presentation? So you have to check on your audience. What is their knowledge? What about the presentation, the objective? What is the most effective? How are you going to communicate this knowledge? Under preparation, of course, you have to determine the subject of presentation. What is the subject? Like now, I really have these presentation skills. And then decide your message in advance. Have a strong conviction on what you want to talk. So, like now, I want to talk how effective to have a presentation skills. And then, there are steps to make effective presentation. To organize your points logically. A, what to say at the beginning. I know what I will say at the beginning. B, what you deal in the middle. And then C, how to close. And then maybe summarizing entire presentation by putting a what we call a quote from, you need to mention the author. And then there are steps. Another one, rehearse in private. If you are doing the classroom observation, do you rehearse it in front of the mirror? You need to practice delivery of presentation because they say practice makes perfect. Do you believe in that? It will only become perfect. There is no perfect presentation, but it will become perfect once that you practice it. You do it over and over. Another, keep notes to a minimum. If necessary, use index cards, jot down the main points. But sometimes what we do is that we just use bond paper and then copy paste the words, and then we just put or insert our explanation there. So that will be more guide. Now, so this is very important. How conquering nervousness. Do you feel nervous whenever you are being observed or being you talk in front of many? So like in this picture, the man is sweating, and then of course, although there are audience in the images, they are all smiling. The more they smile, the more this person sweat. So of course, you have to know your topic. Get organized, practice and practice some more. Challenge specific worries, visualize your success, do some breathing. Of course, this is very important. Focus on your material, not on your audience. You need to focus on the material, like the PowerPoint presentation. Your topic is what you will going to convey it, or you will communicate. Don't fear a moment of silence. Recognize your success. In the preparation, try to minimize your stage fear. Take a deep breath and relax. If required, drink little water. This is very true. So don't be afraid. Sometimes an audience may seem intimidating, but always remember they are also people like you. Imagine that you are talking to your friends. And then in the preparation, concentrate on topic and not audience. Remember, winners continue, losers stop. Then do not give up. Then organizing your delivery. General tips, we have announcing your topic clearly, give an outline of your presentation, introduction, state your objective up front, like what I am doing during the presentation. And the delivery, what we call the verbal, there is what you call non-verbal expression, the body. So when we talk of the verbal, it means it includes voice, intonation, appropriate language. And then the non-verbal, as what we have observed, what we have mentioned a while ago, we have the eye contact, body language, hand gestures. And then of course, body language people can bite their nails, twiddle with things, sniff, and so on. And of course, the expression, always smile. Interacting with people. How do we interact with our audience? So the most important thing is that you should stand up straight and speak directly to your audience, making eye contact and smiling through inanely. Ask the audience questions and give them an activity, like what we are going to do after. Check if they understand and see if they need something else to clarify. Make sure that you include everybody. So do not just choose your audience, even though you know only somebody. You need to include everybody. Check with them that you are right, that you are on the right lines. So do not be afraid to admit that you had not thought of a particular angle. So this one, sometimes if you are talking and then after the presentation, when the question and answer will come, there will be questions sometimes that you will not going to even realize that it will be asked. It will just come up. So you have to be prepared. So if you want to start discussion, ask people to discuss in twos or threes for a minute. Then share with the group, make discussion points or activities. In this way, you help them interact. You are interacting with their audience. You have the participation. Of course, the last one is the feedback. Do you want feedback? In the classroom observation, we can hear feedback through the rating tools that we are using. Different kinds of evaluation of your feedback during the and after your presentation. The formal evaluation, completed marking criteria sheets, and other written verbal feedback from tutors, lecturers, and or peers or other students. The rating sheet. Informal evaluation, people's body language when they make a comment like they nod, they smile. So those are what we call the informal evaluation. And for the self-evaluation, think about your presentation, what worked, what did not work. So those are the three feedbacks that we are waiting. Now, we have an activity here. So, the activity here, try this simple quiz to see whether you are a premier presentation. The first question is, you will just going to choose among these three, what would be the largest number of people would feel confident about speaking in front of you? You can write your answer on our comment box. And the next, when your tutor asks you to feed back your group progress to the class, do you A. Jump at the chance with volunteer, B. Say, I'll do it if someone else will help me, C. Grab the pen, thrust it into someone else's hand and push them to the front of the room saying, if you insist? What will be your answer? 3. Do you equate giving a presentation with A. Something pleasurable like chocolate or beer, B. Indifference, a bit like watching a poor reality TV show, C. Pain and anxiety, akin to root canal wart? And then your answer. So 4. When you picture yourself giving a presentation, do you imagine A. Being center of the stage, holding your audience in the palm of your hand, B. Giving a solid performance, nothing too sparkling but okay, C. Subbing in the corner of the stage. Next, what is your biggest worry about giving a presentation? A. Not wanting to leave the stage, B. Fluffing your lines, C. Completely drying up. So your answer. If you answer mainly A, you are someone who relishes the opportunity to share your ideas with a wider audience, a bit of performance junkie. So, the next one, if you answer mainly B, you have a good balance. In the main, you are confidently at presenting your ideas, although this is not something you necessarily enjoy or seek out. And if you answer C, mainly presentations terrify you, and unless you master your fear, this could hold you back on placement. On the positive side, learning how to speak in front of others is a skill, and this book will give you lots of idea and pointers so that they may end up of the process you will appear as confident as everyone else. With this quote, if we have the attitude that it's going to be a great day, it usually is, by Catherine Pulsifier, the author. It means start your day with a positive attitude that will change everything that happens. One single thought and what you can do help help define your way. No matter what happens, the lens to every situation with is your hand. I would like to thank all of you for attending this webinar about presentation skills. I hope you have learned something today from this webinar, and if you want more of this discussion, you can check this reference from my slide, which you can access online. Thank you everyone, and please, if you have more some time, help me fill out the evaluation sheet from the presentation. Our good facilitator here will send the link for the evaluation form. Thank you very much. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your presentation. Ma'am, now it's time for question answer session. After we'll be back with our
Yes,
question
ma'am.
answer session. So please stay with us till the end. Okay, ma'am?
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Dear IGP knowledge seekers, time for our question answer session. Please ask your question as much as you want to know from our speaker. After a short video, we'll be back. So please stay with us and enjoy our question answer session. Once again, welcome back everyone. Now it's time for our question answer session. Dear IGP knowledge seeker, if you have any question, you can ask in our comment box. Our speaker will answer those questions. Let's welcome back our speaker. Hello, ma'am.
Hello. Yes, hello. Is that my...
Yes, you are from your device. Contact speaker.
Okay. Okay, ma'am. Huh.
Uh, Hello.
Hello.
I'm
What?
Ma'am, I
You
think
don't...
you are dear IGP knowledge. Good day, ma'am. Have you ever experienced?
Thank you, ma'am. Do you hear it now? Can you hear it now, ma'am? Okay.
Ma'am, same here.
Okay,
First
ma'am.
thing
Thank you
first.
for... Hi. Okay. Okay. Good day, ma'am. Hana Akoto. Thank you for that wonderful questions. Of course, this cannot be avoided, especially the first time that I've been using the PowerPoint presentation. I will going to present, and then of course I felt so nervous because it was my first time to use it, and I do not know the parts. I do not say I am innocent. I know, but that comes naturally. That's why what did I do is that I tried to study and then examine what went wrong during the presentation. Like last time, from the first time that I've been presenting here in the IGP, I want that my presentation are moving. And then, when sharing the screen, I ask myself how many times did I present that the presentation were not moving, and then I try to change as uh, as someone. If I will going to present, I want to see my presentation that they are moving. There is animation, so at least they gave me an idea and what to do if if technology fails during the presentation. Keep cool, like now. See, if I will go, I am not used to do it. I will be feeling nervous. So that's why the time that I hear those sound, I try to put off my gadgets, and then I found out that it's not me, maybe in the connection. So for us audience, let us not be afraid if that will happen. And then of course, before we present ourselves, when we communicate, we need to practice the movements, our body movements. It is not only that we will going to stand in front of our audience or using this technology, especially now we have the webinar already. What if it will be in the face to face? So meaning to say, before we stand, before looking at our audience, before communicating to our audience, we need to practice the use of technology. Number one, we need to be very careful. That's so that we will not even what we call there will be no error that will may happen. Although there will be error, we can adjust ourselves, and then we need to we will just be cool enough. So do not be afraid. If technology fails, also you have to put a backup. Like if you are in your classroom, then suddenly there is no current. Of course, what will you do then? Of course, what will you do then? So the best thing to do for you, if you will going to present in the classroom using the PowerPoint presentation, you have to put a backup wherein you have to use the hard copy, not most of the time using the soft copy, because this will prove that you are really a not only proficient teacher, but only you are always ready to adapt what will happen. Yes, ma'am, Hannah. Thank you po.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes.
I think there is no more question.
Okay.
Once again, thank you so much, ma'am. It's a very wonderful. I think our team can learn something just our amazing. Once again, thank you so much. I hope to see you again.
Thank you. Thank you also, dear audience, and then to everybody who participated in the program. Hope to see you next time. God bless us all. Okay.
Dear IGP knowledge seeker, today our some technical problem. We cannot share our certificate code. We provide our certificate code in a short time. Thank you. Dear IGP knowledge seeker, today our some technical problem. We cannot share our certificate code. We provide our certificate code in a short time. Thank you. Dear IGP knowledge seeker, now it's time for our most engaging parts, which is our quiz part. After a short video, we'll start our quiz session. To join our quiz session, first you have to go www.slido.com and you have to enter the code, and the code is global IGP. After a short video, we'll be back. So please, in the meantime, everyone join, and don't forget to mention your friends to join our quiz session. After a short video, we'll be back. So please stay with us and enjoy our quiz session. Dear IGP knowledge seekers, time for our quiz session. If you want to join our quiz session, please go to www.slido.com. Then you have to enter the code, and the code is global IGP. The code is global IGP. Already 22 people join with us. After a short some minutes later, we will start our quiz session. Please everyone join in our quiz session, and don't forget to mention your friends to join our quiz session. We'll pick your name from Slido, so join with your full name, which will be directly printed on your quiz certificate. It is easy to join, so please mention your friends to join the quiz competition. We'll pick your name from Slido, so please everyone join with your full name. After 1 minute later, we'll start. So please everyone join. We are still waiting for your joining. So please everyone join in our quiz session. Dear IGP speaker, please wait for some minute. We have faced some technical problem. After some minutes later, we will start our quiz session. So please stay with us. After some minutes later, we will start our quiz session. Dear IGP knowledge seeker, please wait for some minutes. We have faced some technical issue. For that, we are late for our quiz. So please wait a minute. We'll start our quiz session as soon as possible.
Dear IGP notice seeker, we are sorry for facing some technical problem. We cannot share our quiz session timely. Now let's start our quiz session. We have already 26 people. Now let's start our quiz session. Our first question is presentation skills are all about engaging. Option 1, your audience. Second option is the board. And the correct answer is your audience, and 100% people are right. Next question is good presentation skills are important in study dash your and business. Option 1, understanding others. Second option is job interviews. Good presentation skills are important. And the correct answer is and the correct answer is option 2, job interviews. Move to our next question. The question is what are employability skills? Option 1, critical thinking, creativity. And the correct answer is option 2, critical thinking, creativity, digital literacy, presentation skills. Move to our next question. What are the machines of app presentation? Option 1, grammar, spelling, punctuation, and second option is computer, laptop, projector. The correct answer is option what explore new skill and ideas. Option 1, discovery, second option impact. And the correct answer is option 1, discovery, and 96% people are right. What is a presentation letter? Option 1, document that I used to present at my school. Second option is document used in the jobs search process. And the correct answer is option 1, document used in the job search process, and 43% people are right. The next question, and the question is what chapter number was our presentation? Option 1, 8, second option is 10. Option 1 is 8 and second option is 10. At the character series, option 1, 8, and 70% people are right. Then next question, presentation skill are the only important employable skill. Is it true or false? And the correct answer is false, and 79% people are right. The next question is self confidence shows through posture, presentation, and interpersonal skill. Is it true or false? And the correct answer is true. The last question is, do you need employability skill to get employed? Is it true or false? And the correct answer is true, and 100% people are right. Congratulations, Cristiana Vidal Rosario. He's our top one. In second position, we have Rosella Sabax. In third position, we have Jennifer Romero. In fourth position, we have Nikha Jenna Jabai. In fifth position, we have Hannah Kariza. Congratulations, our top 10 quiz competition winner. We have all of your name. We'll pick your name from Slido and prepare certificate, and we'll post them on our Facebook official page and group. Our Facebook official and page name is Institution of Global Professional. Congratulations to our webinar online quiz competition winner top 10. Congratulations again. Slido will take a few minutes for finalizing the result, and after that we'll issue our online quiz competition certificate on our Facebook official page and group. Our Facebook official page and group name is Institute of Global Professional. Uh, At the end moment of our session, we can say properly feed your skill, never stop learning, cause life never stop teaching us. Be happy and stay safe. See you again and again. We want your participation in our every program. If you live a happy life, try to goal, not to people or things. Albert Einstein. Before I say or hit the end live button, again wants to thank all IGP knowledge seeker for your active participation as always. See you in the next session. Till then, stay happy and blessed. Thank you so much, everyone.